everyone, welcome to NetBuds. My name is Yati. Today we are going to discuss about how to set up Cisco router as an NTP server. So let's start with our story related to the NTP server. So first I want to tell you about what is NTP. NTP stands on Network Time Protocol and it uses UDP 123 port number to make a communication with the client and the server, right? So basically, we are using a NTP for the time synchronizations within an organization. So when I say time synchronization, that means whatever the devices we are using in a single infrastructure or different infrastructure, we will use the same time at all the places. There is many benefits are there, and if we are not using a NTP in our organization, there is a drawback as well. First thing, the problem is the security. If we are not using a NTP in our organization, or if we are not using a time synchronizations across the all the devices, so there is multiple challenges are there. First, try to understand what exactly it is. Let's try to draw one diagram here. This is internet. Let's take an example. This is my firewall, and it's further connected with the core switch, and it's further connected with my access switches, right? So let's consider it's also connected with the server farm as well. This is server switch and it's further connected with the server and all the things, right? Now let's consider my firewall time is configured as 11 a.m. at a specific moment. At the same time, my switch is showing the 12 p.m. right, and some random time at the different places. Let's consider it's 12:30 p.m. So every places we have a different time. Now this is a one server that is hosted in our cloud. Okay, it's our organization server only. It's available on the cloud and it's a production server. Let's consider this is important for our business. So let's consider the user sitting at this location, sitting behind our access devices, right? Just try to access the communication, but some of the users are not able to communicate with this server. There is might be any reasons are there. We will not discuss about what exactly the reason, but they are not able to reach this server. So the guy who's managing this complete infrastructure, like this is Mr. Network Engineer, he come to know and try to resolve this issue. He asked few questions to the users and want to check what is not working like that. And now they started the troubleshooting. But the problem is when he tried to start it with the switches, okay, might be started with the firewalls, the different approaches are there that we are not going to discuss right now. But whatever the approach he uses, but he want to check the log. So this uses traffic initiated, but when he check on the switches, the time is 12:30. When he check on the courses, it's showing the 12, and when he check the logs on the this device is showing the 11 a.m. So now there is a big problem is he is not able to correlate the data from the devices. What exactly the traffic initiated by this user and what is the and what at what time that traffic logged by my firewall. So it's not able to understand. So this is a big concern. Okay, he's not able to do the troubleshooting properly. Second thing, it's another thing like this is my server and uses one certificate, public certificate, and we got this certificate from the, let's consider this is my certificate authority, DigiCert. Okay, DigiCert provided the certificate. Now it uses the certificate and might be the time is 15th July. It's configured, but as see, time is not properly configured on my devices. So my this device also have not proper time is there. So what will happen? Might be on the global level certification is expired or certificate expired, but my device is still showing certificate is valid. So you understand this is a very big and critical problem. At point of the security concern, this is the problem. Second thing, if you something you're working in the financial sector, so there is another big problem, and might be your system will be compromised due to the unavailability of the certification as well. So this is one of the big problems are there. Now let's consider, this is the basic problems. Now whenever we deploy our NTP server, okay, so what exactly happened? Let's consider this is my router and this is a client is also switch, okay, and this is a router, and let's consider that data connected to this one. So let me talk this is as an NTP server and this is my NTP client. So basically when we are discussing about the NTP network time protocol, so we are using two things, or we can also say we have two type of the roles. One is the NTP server role and second one is the NTP client role, right? Now let's jump to the our lab and try to discuss and deploying the NTP how it works, and we will do the practical as well for the all the items like how the servers are getting the request from the NTP client, how what configurations we need to configure on the server side, and what configurations we need at the client side. Like we will discuss completely from the scratch, and we will try to implement each and every item. So let's go to the to our lab. So let's discuss the configurations part in the lab. Let's go to the lab. So you see this is two devices right now, and both devices are the fetch devices. Let me show you the configuration as well. Let me open the another one as well. So let's wait to come up. So let me apply the now command because device is up now, and I just want to do the initial configurations. I don't want to go with the pre-configured items, right? So this is my 150. Let me set the host name so it will be easy to identify. Server, right? And let me out from here and show IP identifier. So let me show you the IP address. Nothing is configured. So NTP status also applied. So nothing is configured, right? So let's start the configurations. So go to the lab again and check the interfaces GI0/0, and both the devices have a GI0/0. Let me configure with the our server first interface GI0/0 IP address 110.1.1.1 255.255.255.0. Not yet. Okay, this is the done. Let me start the, let's make this device as an NTP server. Okay, so I need to configure NTP master, and it will ask for the stratum number. So generally stratum number is given, there's multiple factors are there, but here I'm going to configure the 5. Okay, this is a one command is required, and let me set the clock as well. Clock time zone, and let me give the name IST, and it should be 5:30 from the UTC, right? Now you can see, let me apply the show clock command and see 8 p.m. and 49 minutes, right now it's the evening. So what I can do, let me set the clock, but before setting the clock let me apply the show NTP status command here, and you can see this is unsynchronized. So what I can do, let's set the clock. So let me apply the show clock first. So I have the reference time, clock set, and it will ask for the timing. So let me configure the overtime 3:19. Let me make it 20:00 July 14 2025, right? So NTP status now, so still is showing the unsynchronous. So let's wait for a few minutes. Show NTP associations. Now you can see this is the loop loopback address, right? And this is local, so it's getting the IP address from the local machine itself to NTP status. So generally it will take a time, still showing unsynchronized. So let's wait for a minute, and meanwhile let me go to the other device and then configure that one. Let's go to the this device config. Let me configure the host name first so we can easily identify this is NTP client, and then configure the interface GI0/0, and IP address will be 10.1.1.2.255.254.25. Not sure. This is the command. Then let me configure the NTP as well. So IP address NTP server 10.1.1.1, and let me configure the time zone as well. Clock time zone, and this is IST 5:30. Let me come out from the config mode and write the configuration first, and let me apply the show clock. So the time is showing right now is this one, but let's wait and see show NTP status. So guys, it takes almost 20 minutes to get NTP synchronized. Just after 20 minutes, I'm waiting for that one, and I apply this command show NTP status and showing synchronize here. So let's check on the client as well what exactly showing there. Let me go to log into the client machine and let me check time here. Show clock. Now it's showing synchronized with my NTP, right? Let me check the show clock details so you can see what exactly the source of the time. Yeah, you can see it's NTP, right? So we can say it's perfectly working. Let me apply the show command here, show clock, so you can see this is the perfectly the same time I'm using here, right? We can see one more thing here. If you want to check exactly traffic is coming at the NTP server now, so let me apply debug NTP all. So let's wait the traffic is coming here or not. Let's wait for a minute. So we can see the debug logs on the NTP server. Yeah, we can see, right? So we are make sure now our traffic is coming from the client, and it's syncing the time from the NTP itself. Okay. So this is the complete process how we can set up the NTP configurations and how we can do this thing. So now you can see on the client side also showing the synchronize. So almost it take 18 to 20 minutes after we see synchronization on the our NTP server, right? So you can see now both the places NTP client and NTP server now both are showing the synchronized. So this is the complete process of the NTP. Just try in your simulators and try in your really interested. This is a complete and a tested process. I already show you in the lab as well. Put in the comment if you have any questions. Hit the like icon and subscribe my channel.